Greetings, mortals. I am Mr. Smothers. I teach ELA. I am here under duress, and I vote for the other 3 people. So I teach English. I really love words. Words are a big deal to me, so I try to share that with my students in every way I can think of. My primary mode of engaging students is deception and guile. And I think that kids this age, especially middle schoolers, they need to see an adult that knows how to be fun, or else they're not gonna do it. I like using chance a lot. A lot of my assignments will have choices that are randomized by dice, so I don't even know what's actually gonna happen until I roll it. I also just don't think the world needs more box fillers. I think that we need people who wanna do it from a blank page and start all over instead of just always asking the questions, well, what do you want me to do? A lot of what I do is try to get kids to make cool stuff that they can show off and be proud of. That's also part of the deception, because I'm like, hey, here's this cool thing. Don't pay attention to the fact that you're seeking out evidence and synthesizing information and finding the best possible evidence and doing a lot more reading than you wanted to do and a lot more writing than you thought you could do. One of the most heartbreaking things about COVID is how many kids went from like doggy paddling to drowning. There seemed to be no hope, so we needed something to inject hope. The best idea that came out of it was creating a separate honors class that's not actually a separate class. They can opt in, they can opt out, so it's very low risk, but it's also encouraging them to take a risk. These kids are soaring. I never imagined a student at this grade level would even try something like what they're doing. And now I have time to focus on the rest of the kids who actually did need more of my attention and time. Awesomeness Project, they boiled it down to having choice, having autonomy, and being able to get better. And it is to improve at something, to learn something new, or to create something, or to improve a place. I almost always do the Awesomeness Project with students. This year, I wanted to walk 1 mile every day at lunch, and some cool things happened because of that. I also got extra people walking with me, so a few different of my coworkers saw this and wanted to join. Some students saw me and occasionally joined. One year, my Awesomeness Project was to beat Dr. Sever at push-ups, and I did. One of the best compliments I've ever been given about teaching is that high school is a downgrade. High school English is a downgrade from my class. That would be what I want my legacy to be, is like, okay, so there was at least one person out there that was telling us to throw down, just go for it and write what we believe in. Many of the most important lessons I've ever learned came from failures. And it encourages us to want to eliminate the possibility of failure. And that steals from students the possibility of achievement, because you can't achieve something unless you had to take a risk for it. We're not here for every student. We're here for everybody, the whole world. It's too small, like it's not looking at the picture from a broad enough perspective.